Hey, good morning. It's really nice outside and the dogs are crunching on chews, so I figured I would try to find a quiet place to record. So I've got my Biocare shake ready. Let's talk about the future of compound tirzepatide and semaglutide, because I know that there are a lot of people that are panicking. And you guys know me, I'm gonna give it to you straight. So I'm gonna break it down point by point, and we're gonna talk about what I recommend based off of your specific situation. If you're new here, hey, I'm Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss quest, and hopefully you'll subscribe, come along for the ride, because today is my birthday. No lie, no joke. Please like this video because it helps my channel, but also because it will be my birthday gift from you to me. I will love you forever. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Today is my birthday. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So everybody is in a panic about the decision with the OFA and the FDA. And now the FDA is going to start enforcing, right, compounding pharmacies to stop making tirzepatide. And semaglutide is, shortly behind. So I wanted to kind of go over some things and then offer you some suggestions. Of course, these are just suggestions. You have to decide what is best for you. I wouldn't go out and panic buy just yet. Now, if you are with a telehealth company that has not been around for over a year, then I would definitely be concerned where your next refill is going to come from. So if you're not sure when your telehealth company came about, then you should definitely go and do that research now. Ideally, it's something that you want to pay attention to before you join a telehealth, but I know that there are a lot of people that did some, company hopping to try to get the best prices, and I completely understand that. So if you're not sure how long your telehealth company's been around, then you definitely want to check, because any company that's been around for, like the last 6 months is not going to be around after this. Unless we go into another immediate shortage with either Mounjaro Zepbound or Ozempic Wegovy, which would be unlikely for an immediate shortage. I think there will be another shortage, but I don't think it'll be immediate. These newer companies they haven't been around long enough to make enough money to warrant doing battle with a huge pharmaceutical company. So you're going to want to check and see how long has your telehealth company been around. Now, one of the things that I thought was very interesting is there is a TikToker who has created a comparison website for telehealth companies, and I'll put it down here and show it to you over here. I plan on doing some more detailed videos about this, but the GLP1 winner site is one that compares telehealth companies. Now, I can save you a lot of time and let you know that both for tirzepatide and semaglutide, Mochi is going to be not only your cheapest, but it offers you the most bang for your buck as far as doctor's appointments, therapy, nutritionist, right? All the jazz. They also do specialized PAs, right? So if you need a prior authorization done, if you're going to switch over and try to get name brand, they are equipped to handle those, and they also do name brand. So if that becomes a concern in the future, you don't have to switch companies. They're already doing it, and they have been for quite some time. So I can save you a trip to the website and let you know that that Mochi is going to be your number one pick, whether it's tirzepatide or semaglutide. And if you're looking for a coupon code to save you $40, the link is in my description box below. While I am a Mochi affiliate, I did pay for my medication from Mochi out of my own pocket. So, and if you're looking for a review on how it's gone with Mochi, you can check out the rest of the videos on my channel, because I've done some reviews and things and give my honest opinion. So you can check that out. Now, as far as where we go from here, I've gotten some specific questions that I want to address. First and foremost, people who are not on compound are asking me, Allie, do you think there's going to be another shortage? And my answer is yes. It's just my opinion based off of how things are going and the issues that these companies are having at the distribution level that have not been fixed, right? If you currently utilize CVS or Walgreens, you are well aware of what I'm referring to. People post about it every day where they go to get their refill. These companies are not keeping the medications on hand because they're so expensive. So they submit for your refill. It takes days, sometimes weeks to get that refill. The last time I was with CVS, it sat for a month and a half before they told me that they couldn't get it in stock. So there is, according to the pharmaceutical companies, a distribution issue. It's not an issue of having the dosages in stock. Again, according to the pharmaceutical companies, it's a distribution issue. Well, guess what, pharmaceutical company? If I can't get my medication, I don't care where the issue is. I don't care if it's with you. I don't care if it's with CVS. I don't care if it's with Walgreens. I don't care if it's with your distributor or your PBM. I don't care. I just want to be able to pick up my medication. And all of the patients that are on GLP-1s feel that same way. And if you feel that way, make sure you like this video. Don't forget, today is my birthday. Okay, so, you know, so there's going to be another shortage. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take? How many problems are going to pop up? Is the FDA going to take the self-reporting, both from pharmaceutical companies and from patients? Are they going to take that seriously? Because now they've publicly stated in their court documents that, you know, information provided from patients is anecdotal information. So are we being heard? I don't know. I don't trust them. And it's really a challenging situation to be in. So getting back to my point of what I recommend. Do I think there's going to be a shortage for name brand? Yes. Did I purchase compound in part so that I would have a little bit of a backup in case something happened? Yes, in part. And I would recommend that for anyone, because if you were on a GLP-1 and experienced this last shortage, you understand firsthand the stress that goes with trying to get your name brand medication. Now, compound. People are asking me, should I brand hop? So-and-so hasn't shipped my prescription yet. Should I go to somebody else and try to get another one? I don't think that we've reached that point yet. I think that we are going to start seeing some of these compounding and telehealth companies drop like flies. I think that you're going to see them start to offer a lot more options that are other types of peptides with which, yes, I am going to do a video on those. And I think that you're going to see a shift where they're going to start pushing those as an alternative, and also some alternative medications like phentermine and things like that. So, do you need to company jump just yet? I don't think so, especially if you've got something on order. I know that there were quite a few people who had just gotten like a 3-month supply from Mochi, and Refill isn't due until April. I'm going to include a clip at the end because my friends over at the Downsized Dish had an awesome interview with the owner of Mochi where she talks about how they plan to go forward. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video so that you can watch the clip of that, and absolutely go over to their channel and watch the full interview. I just give you a short snippet, but definitely go over and watch that whole thing because it will answer all of your questions. So is Mochi still going to be in the game, in the running, doing the compounding thing? Absolutely. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. And of all of the telehealth companies, they have been the most prepared from the beginning for this day to come. Are other telehealth companies offering things like, customized dosing and, customized care and adding things to the compound so it's not an exact copy? Yes, but they have not been doing it as long as Mochi. Mochi has the most patient data, which is what's going to be required if a lawsuit comes into effect, right? They're gonna have to duke it out. They're gonna have to fight it. They're gonna have to be able to prove that they are offering a service to patients that these pharmaceutical companies just can't. They just logistically cannot do it. They cannot offer every single dose. They cannot offer customized dosing, right? It's just not an option. And there are so many people that are struggling with side effects, and, reactions to these medications that they really need an option like Mochi. So do I think they're going anywhere anytime soon? No. Do I think they will be the last one standing? Absolutely. I think that once the cease and desist letters go out, once the lawsuits get filed, I think that there are maybe 3 big players in the field that will continue on and fight the good fight. I think that the rest of them, like I said, will switch to other peptides. They'll start offering, lipo stacks and weight loss stacks and, use this to hold you over until you can get your compound tirzepatide, semaglutide, blah, 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 right? I think that's the tact that they're going to take, which is fine. Not everybody is big enough and strong enough to fight the good fight when it comes to being in a lawsuit against a giant pharmaceutical company. So I think it's a safe bet to go with Mochi. And if you want to company hop, you certainly can, right? There's nothing stopping you. I think that you want to be careful and you need to ask the right questions. What are those best use by dates? Are they providing you a single vial per month? Guys, there are a ton of compounding pharmacies out there that are providing you a 3-month supply in one vial. That doesn't do you any good. You need a single vial per month so that you're not, increasing the risk of being exposed to bacteria, right? Or potentially getting an infection because you're dosing, right, for multiple months out of a single vial. So please be smart about this. Ask the right questions. All right. Okay. I gotta keep making the video. Okay. Good girl. Okay. Go sit down. Sushi, can you sit down? You're so silly. Okay. Sit. Okay, or lay down, whichever. Sega. Okay. You want to get up here too? Everybody wants to sit with mom. Okay, well, now that I'm thoroughly frozen and the dogs are outside playing, at some point I shall get peace and quiet to make a video. Okay, so we talked about shortage, compounding, companies that'll still be around. Is it time to panic? Not yet, but if you don't have an appointment for your refill, I recommend that you make one. I think I covered everything. If you have questions, definitely drop them in the comments down below. If you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up because today is my birthday. And if you haven't already, subscribe. It would be a beautiful gift to me on this, the day of my birth. I know that this is a really challenging time and that people are in a panic, but we're going to be able to get through this. If you have an option to purchase a multi-month supply, then definitely go with that. Even if nothing happens, everybody keeps making compound, they tell the pharmaceutical companies to stick it, right? Then you will have a multi-month supply and you won't have to worry about it. But I cannot stress enough, you need to be asking before you pay, right? Or before you sign up with someone, do they do a single vial per month? And for anybody who may have missed it in my Mochi videos, yes, Mochi does a single vial per month. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Be kind, rewind.
The person who comes in, you're getting a different medication.
Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting to relate it to, I relate GLP1s to blood pressure medicines, to cholesterol medicines, just thinking about something you take long-term to manage your chronic disease, right?
Yeah.
I think the big question that we have and that a lot of people have is the future of compounding. Like is this going to be able to go on? How do you see Mochi being able to continue to provide compounding medication?
Yeah, so FD&C Act from the FDA basically sets out guidelines for 503A and 503B compounding pharmacies. 503B are outsourcing facilities,
right,
and have different rules. The FDA has a very convenient flow chart as to when you can compound and when you can't compound.
Right.
The guidelines for when it's in shortage are very clear. The FDA is trying to fill an unmet need. There are people who need their medication, and it's everybody make as much as you can to basically fill that need.
To fill it.
When it's not in shortage, there's still all kinds of guidelines that exist that basically outline when you can compound. So we're expecting to continue operating within those guidelines.
So once the shortages are over, thinking of Mounjaro and Zepbound, I've noticed that Mochi has changed their dosing amounts.
Yeah.
So instead of 2.5, you have 2.2, 4.4, 6.6. So is that part of your strategy to differentiate, or how did that dosing strategy
that actually helps
about?
with having 6 doses.
Okay.
So the goal basically becomes that you can taper a little bit slower, and for people, there's smaller jumps between doses. So that makes it a little bit easier for patients in that regard.
Yeah.
But I think broadly, like, personalized dosing is the future, and personalized dosing can make it very easy for us to help tailor different medications to different patients.
Yes.
And also, still continue providing access.
Yeah, we've seen how some people have lost 50 pounds on 2.5, and then some people have to go all the way up to 15 milligrams to really get anything going. So I agree, it is a very personalized thing. We like that you added the 16.6 dose at the top. That's just a little bump up that I think was very helpful. And also you compound tirzepatide with niacinamide, which is a B vitamin. And why do you do that?
It can help with fatigue, and it can help with nausea. It can help with a lot of other side effects that people have.
If someone is allergic to that particular thing, can they get the medicine from you without that?
So we sometimes have partner pharmacies that we work with. It depends on the state.
Okay. Because I have seen people ask that question that have certain allergies.